everybody. So I have had this horrible virus, this horrible cold, and now I'm on week 2 and it's been really frustrating, but I figured why not just have fun with it, and I decided I'm going to share with you my favorite movies to watch when you're sick in honor of this awful cold/virus, whatever you want to call it. So let's get started. Not all these are movies. My favorite things to watch when I'm sick. The first thing I have is the classic Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you're sick, why not watch somebody pretending to have a sick day? The best sick day ever. This movie has real heart. It's funny. It's got great performances. When you think about it, as Ferris is trying to stop Cameron from committing suicide, which somebody had brought that up to me, and ever since I realized that is a possible, it could be fan fiction, but when you really think about it, and that it's all, the whole thing, all this crazy antics is all to get Cameron to that moment with the car, and so it kind of has this whole new sort of layer to it when you think about it on that way. So I love it. It's great. Next, I have Pollyanna. What better time to watch a movie that's about being happy and looking at the good in life when you're sick? And I think Pollyanna is so great. Carl Malden in it is so great as the reverend who has been preaching hellfire and damnation to his congregation, and this little girl who's an orphan who's had to try to convince kind of herself to be happy and to look at the positive when she has every reason to be negative. She has this tremendous impact on him and on so many other people. And yes, it's kind of maudlin and sentimental, but I really love it. And then when she kind of loses her optimism, it's a really devastating moment. So it's a very, very good movie. Next, I have You've Got Mail, which is probably one of my most rewatched movies. I love it. I just talked about it in my Blu-ray series, and it has a great scene where Tom Hanks comes to visit Meg Ryan when she's sick. So it's perfect for watching when you're sick. Okay, next I have Bambi. And Bambi, I think, is a great movie for watching when you're sick because it's sort of slow and sweet and sad, and it's beautiful. It's just one of those movies that you want to have time to kind of appreciate and soak up. So I would say Bambi. Next is, I think, one of the most cheerful animated films to ever come out is Happy Feet. And again, what do you want to watch when you're sick? You want to watch something that will make you smile. So I would say Happy Feet. Same kind of line, I have Enchanted, which to me is also a really, really cheerful, perky movie that when you're sick, you want to smile. I just want to laugh when I'm sick. I just want to be silly. And so I would watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. A silly comedy, but a lot of fun. Okay, then the next 4 are all TV shows, because again, you have time when you're sick. And so the first one is How I Met Your Mother. And I hated the finale. And it's still kind of bitter for me to watch the episodes. I still haven't gotten over it, to be honest. But I do love the show. It's such a good commentary on work and on how your late 20s, your sort of post-college years, are kind of a bit of a disappointment when it comes to a lot of your dreams and aspirations, and how important friendships are. And I love just the performances, and especially the first 4 seasons. Then it started to get a lot weaker. But next, I have Downton Abbey. You have time, why not do a little binge session, marathon session on Downton Abbey. And it's just so well done. Beautiful sets, beautiful production designs, great performances. Next, why not, if you're sick, why not go to the ER and watch some ER. ER is so much better than Grey's Anatomy, in my opinion. I think every season, I think it was strong, and I think they were able to kind of rework it and keep making it strong. So I really recommend ER. And lastly, I have the Goldbergs. And the Goldbergs is my current favorite comedy. It's so funny. It's so nostalgic. It's all about, a lot about movies and things that I grew up with, and I just love it. And I love all the performances. I think the kid actors are great, and it's just really well written and really funny. So I love the Goldbergs. And the last thing I don't have because it's not on DVD yet, but I really have gotten into the show called Hindsight. And it would be a perfect thing to binge watch when you're sick. It's about a girl who is about to get married, and she goes into an elevator, and she gets taken back to 1995. And it's kind of perfect because it's on Wednesdays, and so is the Goldbergs. So in the Goldbergs, I can go back to the 80s, and in Hindsight, I can go back to the 90s. And the performances are really good. It's a lot of fun, kind of seeing how she's, like, what's she going to do differently, what's going to end up being the same, different relationships, she knows what's going to happen. It's got tons of nostalgic music and pop culture references. It's really a really great show. Highly recommend checking it out. It's on VH1. It's their first scripted show, and I really, really, really love it. And so that is my favorite stuff to watch when I'm sick. And so hopefully next time I talk to you, I won't be sick anymore. That would be great. And I hope you're all feeling much better than me. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.